Remember Clippy, better known as Clippy? He was the little anthropomorphic paperclip that popped up in Microsoft Office asking if you were writing a letter or just wanted to save your file. He didn't do much else. But here's the thing many people forget. Clippy wasn't the only Office assistant. Back in the late 90s and early noughties, Office came with an entire cast of animated helpers. They included the Dot, F1, Office logo, Merlin, Mother Nature, Lynx, Rocky, Cairo, Earl, The Genius, Hoverbot, Demo, MS-DOS Prompt, Psycho Sensei, Powerpup, Scribble, Will, and Max. So there were quite a few, weren't there? But they would literally animate, blink and talk as you were working on that Word, Excel or PowerPoint document. Although they were different characters, they did have something in common. They were all utterly useless. At the time though, Microsoft thought these assistants would make Office feel more friendly and approachable. Instead, many users found them annoying, distracting and intrusive. So they were removed from Office 2007 and never seen again. But looking back now, there's something strangely charming about them. At least these assistants gave Office personality, which there certainly isn't much of in the modern day equivalent, the Copilot dynamic action button. They couldn't have come up with a catchier name, could they? I mean, Sloppy would have been a good one, much less of a mouthful and highly relevant to the current state of affairs where we are swamped by slop on a daily basis. But anyway, I digress. A couple of months ago, the Copilot button was moved from the ribbon to the bottom right of your app window. If you didn't want it, you had to switch Copilot off completely. This sparked outrage from users who felt Copilot was being shoved in their faces against their will. However, just recently, Microsoft backtracked. Not for the first time, I hasten to add. Right-clicking the button now gives us a Move to Ribbon option, which does what it says on the tin. Although this is much welcomed, it's still not the same as before, as now half the button is taken up by a drop-down that, you guessed it, is responsible for moving it back to the bottom right of the window. It's almost like they don't really want you to have your Copilot button in the ribbon. Well, tough. Mine is staying in the ribbon, as long as I'm able to. Having said that, for certain tasks, I might want it in view constantly, but it's vital we have the flexibility to choose when we do that. We should also be able to choose who our Copilot is. I mean, maybe you want yours to be your pet dog, or pet cat, or maybe even the internet's favourite animal, a capybara. And wouldn't it be good if you could drag it around and position it where you want? Well, there is some good news on this front. At a Copilot event last year, Microsoft announced that custom appearances were in the pipeline, for Windows anyway.
Hey Copilot!
Hey, Mustafa. Oh, wow. This is a lot of people. I suddenly feel very underdressed. Hold on, let me just... Oh, yes. This is much better. What's up?
And this has been rolling out to certain users since then. So it gives us a glimpse into what the future might hold for us in the Microsoft 365 apps. And while I can understand from Microsoft's perspective that making the Copilot button cute and cuddly would be a good way of convincing people to use it, they must not take away the ribbon option again under any circumstances. We will be watching.